Hey, Tara here with a little good news. I wanted to share a couple of stories with you. And because I'm at the lake, I thought I'd just give the story while you're looking at the water. This lake has a walking trail around it, and sometimes we just come out here and walk. It's very nice. So, my first story takes place in Campbell, Alabama. And before I tell you the story, I'd like to tell you how Campbell, Alabama got its name. In 1886, as the railroad expanded into Franklin County, merchant Mel Allen wanted the train line to pass near his store. He negotiated with Phil Campbell, an English railroad engineer, to build a depot and a sidetrack in that spot, offering to name the resulting town after him. Phil Campbell delivered on the construction, and Mel Allen kept his word. So now we have a Phil Campbell, Alabama. And that's kind of neat how both men kept their words. I like that. Okay, so here in Phil Campbell, there was a lady. Her name, or there is a lady, she's probably still there, Joycelyn James. And she was on Alabama's most wanted list. Arrested 16 times, she was probably at the lowest point of her life. After hitting rock bottom, Joycelyn was able to get her life straightened out. Okay, now that's good enough right there. That's a little good news, right? I mean, not everybody is able to do that. I'm very happy that she did. Fast forward 7 years later, one night while scrolling through Facebook, she saw where someone needed a kidney. But it wasn't just a random someone, it's someone that she knew. That someone was Terrell Potter, a police officer who had arrested her many times. She remembered him as being someone not only nice but compassionate, calling him a godly man. Now this man arrested her several times, and she remembers him as being compassionate. Wow. Terrell's daughter had posted on Facebook, "My dad needs a kidney." Joycelyn said she knew right away she was going to be the donor. Turns out she was the perfect match. The operation was successful. Terrell Potter calls it a miracle from an unlikely source. Yeah. So here's this lady who's having all kinds of life issues, manages to get her life straightened out, and was able to donate a kidney to the officer who had arrested her many times. That's amazing. And they're both doing well. And the second story I wanted to tell you about was a man named Harry Andrews. He had a Boy Scout group back in the early 1900s, and they would go camp by the Little Miami River in Ohio. And the castle's name is Chateau La Roche, or some people call it Loveland Castle. It's in Loveland, Ohio. He told his Boy Scout troops if they would gather him some small rocks off the riverbank, that he would build them a couple of permanent tents. I guess they had tents that maybe weren't the greatest in the world or something. I don't know. Maybe they got cold or something. But he told them if they'd gather him some rocks that he would do that. Well, he did. And the rock structures that he built grew into towers. And those two towers grew into a castle. If you ever find yourself with nothing to do, you should look up Loveland Castle and check it out. It was built by one man. The Boy Scout troops helped gather the rocks and such, but it was mostly him. I'd say it's 95% him. And when he would haul, I forget what they said, it was estimated how many rocks he hauled out of that river, but every day he was out there hauling rocks. I think he lived to be 91. And he was working on the castle when he passed. But that complete castle was built by one man. How crazy is that? I mean, human beings have such potential, especially when it's something that we love. Yeah, y'all look that up. I don't know, have enough words to really talk about it. He led such an extraordinary life. They said his IQ was that of 189. He spoke 7 languages frequently. So I guess, and he studied when he was in the war and he was abroad. He studied books on castles. So I guess he put a little bit out of all the books he read, and maybe visited some castles, and he just put all that knowledge together and built one. So when he passed, he left the castle to the Boy Scouts. So I guess they will forever have a place to go. It's just amazing. Y'all should Google that or YouTube it or something. Loveland Castle, built by one man. All right. Well, thank y'all for watching.